Welcome, and here's what we're going to be looking at for the final day of UIL State. On Saturday, we're going to get it started at 11 a.m. with two 14-1 teams, Aledo and Fort Bend Marshall. For Aledo, of course, we're going to be keeping an eye on running back Jace McClellan. He's one of the most dynamic running backs in the state, and he's the engine that drives the Bearcats. For Fort Bend Marshall, we're keeping an eye on a couple of players. Number one is Devon Chain, the fastest players in the state. Last week he rushed for a 75-yard plus touchdown on one play, was called back on a holding play, so he just did it again on the next play, going 80 plus. And at quarterback, almost equal speed from Malik Harnsby. He's also a threat to throw the ball, and he's thrown 26 touchdowns on the year and rushed for 13 touchdowns on the year. As far as who we think is going to win the game, well, we're pretty evenly split on this one. I'm going with Aledo. Michael's going with Aledo. Anthony and Derek like the athleticism from Fort Bend Marshall. As far as our Twitter followers, this is our closest poll that we had, with 53% going with Aledo, 47% going with Marshall. Let's hope our voters are correct, and this is a barn burner of a game. And then the game, the rematch, revenge tour fulfilled. We're going to have 15-0 Duncanville versus 14-1 North Shore, with the Panthers looking to get revenge for the last-second Hail Mary loss from last year. For North Shore, we're going to be keeping an eye on Zach Evans, a little bit different this year with the injuries for both teams. Banks out for North Shore, so the load's going to fall on Zach Evans. He's one of the top running backs in the country, offers from everywhere, including LSU, Georgia A&M. He's an absolutely dynamic running back. He can take over the game at any point in time. Also, keep an eye on Demetrius Davis. The big pass completion there to win the game last year. Done nothing to decrease his stock this year. He can beat you with his arm. He can beat you with his feet. For Duncanville, of course, the big story is the big injury to Gundy and Jackson. So the Panthers are going to need players to step up. One of those players could be running back Tristan Smith. 5'9", 203 pound, just tackle breaker. You can't tackle him with your arms. You have to get him with the body. He also can break the big log game. And then on defense, they're going to be looking to safety Chris Tompkins, Auburn commit, 6'2", 200, and can really make make a difference, both with his run support and his pass coverage. As far as who we're picking, well, I'm the oddball here. I'm going with North Shore. I was going with North Shore before the Detroit and Jackson injuries. No reason for me to change my mind. But Anthony, Michael, and Derek think that it's a team of destiny. Revenge tour completed for Duncanville, despite the injury to Jackson. And our Twitter poll, I think, really affected a lot by the Jackson injury. We got 66% picking North Shore, only 34% picking Duncanville. And then we're going to wrap it all up for the day and for the season with Denton Geyer versus Austin Westlake. For Geyer, we're going to keep an eye on quarterback Eli Stowers. Saw him play last week. He's really a premier player. Nearly 3,000 yards passing, over 1,000 yards rushing, 46 total touchdowns. Really can make the offense run there for your Geyer Wildcat. For Westlake, they had a rotating quarterback situation right up until the end of the season, where they finally settled in on quarterback Kirkland McCoe, and he's gotten the job done all the way through the playoffs. He's completed nearly 70% of his very athletic, ability to complete the pass, also use his legs a little bit, keep the chains moving. As far as how we picked on this one, another even split. I've been picking Geyer since early in the playoffs. Michael's come down with Geyer, but Anthony and Derek, like Westlake, can still get their second state championship. As far as where our Twitter followers think this is going to go, they think this is going to be a very, very close game. 53% coming down on the side of Geyer, and 47% coming down on the side of Westlake. And there you go. That wraps it up for our coverage of day 4 of UIL State and our UIL games for the year.